It's Rush to Reason with your host, John Rush. Presented by Cub Creek Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, we are back. Rush to Reason, Denver's Afternoon Rush, KLZ 560. Before we get into Andy talking about our two-party system and the fact that it's a great system, we'll get into that in a moment. I have a texter that I've been going back and forth with ever since we talked about the mental illness of transgenderism in the first hour, and this particular person seems to think that, and again, left is always trying to catch you in something that they say.
Sure.
As you know, Andy, full well, you're from that side. And so this particular person continues to ask me that, okay, given the fact that that's a mental illness and I don't feel like they should own guns, then who should? And I said, well, your side already has initiated red flag laws. You tell me. And then the answer back is, of course, without giving me an answer as to who should own a gun and shouldn't, the answer back is, well, I don't think anybody should own a gun. It should be something you have to register for, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, the Constitution says otherwise, so try again. In other words, you're not arguing the point. You're still, this person, whoever you are, you still haven't got my point that being transgender is a mental illness. And no, I don't think those folks, since your side believes this, by the way, not me, your side does, that people that are mentally ill shouldn't own guns, then by your own definition, they shouldn't own guns.
Right.
Am I right in what I'm saying, Andy?
You're totally right.
Thank you.
Well, John, let me say this really quick for that person, okay? And for anybody out there who wants stricter gun laws and feels that we conservatives are just a bunch of gun-toting nuts, okay? I want you to know this. The reason I believe in the Second Amendment, the reason I believe in the right to carry is not because I need to have a gun. Okay? It is one reason. I want you and your family to be as safe as possible. Period. End of story. I don't wake up every day needing my gun. I wake up every day needing your safety. Well, and the numbers show overwhelmingly the more freedom people have to carry guns freely, the less gun crime you have, the less gun violence you have.
And on top of that, let's not forget what the Second Amendment is for, which Andy's right, not arguing with Andy at all. He is 100% correct, although that's not what the Second Amendment was designed for.
Agreed.
The Second Amendment was designed so that I can keep myself safe from a tyrannical government.
Right.
Let's not forget that. This has nothing to do about each other's safety as citizens. This has to do about citizenry being safe from a tyrannical government, which, by the way, we're right on the precipice of.
Right. Anytime that you look, if you have a disarmed populace, the government's going to go wild.
That's exactly right. They'll do whatever they want to.
Right.
The only reason that hasn't happened in this country is because we are the heaviest armed citizenry on planet Earth.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of people that are complaining about ICE. Well, ICE is too intrusive. By the way, folks, ICE is not intrusive. They are going after people who are here illegally. Let me ask you something, John. Is there anywhere you can go illegally where people would be wrong to remove you? No. Okay.
No, I'm going to.
If I go into a theater illegally without a ticket, they are not wrong to remove me.
Correct.
Okay.
If I entered into our southern border the other way, into Mexico, and I don't have all my proper paperwork, Andy, do you think they're going to let me in?
No. They're going to remove you.
Okay, so then why is it a problem coming the other way?
Because racism.
Racism. Oh,
that's why. Okay.
Racism.
Yeah.
Racism.
In other words, as always, the left, they can't argue against the actual points. So what do they got to do? They have to bring something else into it. Interject racism. Interject feminism. Interject whatever, right? Anything that will take you off of the point. And that's what they're going to have to put in because they can't stand up.
Right.
Okay.
100%.
By the way, really quick before we go on.
Yeah, promo that. We'll take a break, come back, and give you plenty of time. So promo what we're going to talk about.
Well, really quick. Somebody put out a good post and it tied in what we were saying. The left. We need a woman president. Also the left. Women aren't smart enough to get an ID. Also the left. What's a woman? I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, in the next segment, here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the two-party system because, you know what? It has really become in vogue in the liberty community to rip on the two-party system and to say you are just a Republican slave if you don't believe in other parties. And if you believe in the two-party system, it's because you just want power in the Republican Party and you don't care about those libertarians and all that. I want to tell you in the next segment why the two-party system is the greatest thing for conservatives, period.